I'm Harley. So I am going to do a Sleepytime cinema. I know it's been a minute, but here we are. So I just powered through the new Lost in Space that was just released this year on Netflix. I broke down. I said the station that, or the streaming service that shall not be named. I named it. But I had to because it's only available, as far as I know, on Netflix. So you have to go there to watch it. But I really kind of enjoyed it. So background history. I grew up watching this original series because, it's like wholesome family television stuff. And for a while there, it was just what I was allowed to watch. So the original series, TV series, came out in 1965. It lasted for 3 seasons until 1968. It had June Lockhart in it. Oh, yeah, June Lockhart. I can't remember everybody that was in it now. Bill Mumy played Will. Something Harris played Dr. Smith. A really famous guy played their dad, but yeah, I've got nothing. It's not coming to me. And then they did make a movie in what year? 1998. It had Gary Oldman in it. It was pretty good. I liked it. I went and saw it in the theater. I haven't really watched it in a long time, so I don't remember a ton about it. But I remember it being, entertaining and really kind of stuck closely to the original series. There was also an unsold pilot that I don't know a lot about that was back in 2004, which I guess, from what I'm understanding from doing some research for this, the 2004 pilot and the Netflix series, the way they created it, they have a lot in common. Basically, the basic plot of any Lost in Space iteration is that the Robinsons go on a spaceship and the plan is to go to Alpha Centauri for whatever reason. And at some point their ship is pushed off course, and through the different movies and series and stuff that happens for different reasons, as well as the reason that they're traveling to Alpha Centauri. And they get lost in space. So, hold on a second, I need to drink. Sorry. I still have that cough. It's just like the cough that won't end. It's seriously like the cold part is gone. The cough is not. It's hanging on. It's lingering. But I tried to be prepared with some water. So, in this version, the team, the Robinsons, are not the only family that are going to Alpha Centauri. There's a whole slew of scientists and families. And basically, the Jupiter 2 is not the only Jupiter. There's like 98 of them or something. And they're all on this like mothership thing that is going to take them to Alpha Centauri, and then each Jupiter 2 will land on Alpha Centauri and be its own home. And it's basically a way for the scientists to go and discover more about this foreign planet. It's a way for these families to go create a new life and rebuild and restart for all of their own reasons. But there is a problem. So the technology that they've used to be able to do this was stolen, and the aliens that they stole it from want it back. And so that's kind of what starts the whole problem or, crux of this series is these aliens trying to get it back and them just being like, we don't know what's going on. Because the thing is, it's a military project, right? And those who need to know, and everyone else doesn't. And nobody that knows is with any of the people that don't know. So they kind of have to figure it out on their own and see what's going on. What I like is that they have modernized the story, which is nice. They have blended families. They have made more of the scientists and doctors and everything female, because it was a very strongly, I don't want to say it was a male cast, but it was definitely very patriarchal in the original. But it was done in the 60s. I mean, there's still a lot of progress to be made. So The fact that there was that June, or not June, what was her name? Maureen Robinson in the original series. The fact that she was a scientist and put into space is amazing. So I have to give him props for that. But in this new version, there's a lot more female doctors and scientists and, people behind the scenes that are there doing these things. And it's nice. It's really nice to see that. The other thing I like is that even though they have modernized it and they're, taking it in a different direction with the story, they are keeping some things. I mean, they still have the basic cast of characters. The Robinsons have always been made up of Maureen and John, who are the mom and dad, and then their 3 kids, Judy, Penny, and Will. And they've always had a Don West, who's like a super pilot in every version of Lost in Space that I've seen. And then there's always a Dr. Smith and a robot. So, and this Dr. Smith is played by a woman instead of a man, and has a pretty interesting backstory that I don't want to spoil. The robot and has in previous versions been sent from Earth with the team to be like a support helper. If they got into a sticky situation that they didn't know a human could survive, they would send in the robot. It was kind of like a failsafe. Don't waste human life. Send a machine that can be rebuilt. And in this, that's not the case. The robot comes along a little bit later. What else? Oh, and they're sticking with some of the original storylines because in the original series, it's either the first or the second planet that they land on. I can't remember which, but one of the planets in the original series has an elliptical orbit, and its orbit, when it's really far away from its star, the planet gets really cold. And when it comes back around close to its star, to its sun, it gets really hot. And both times it's uninhabitable. And they've used that in this storyline as kind of like a sub-arc. So that was really fun to get to watch. I did cruise through the whole series. It's 10 episodes in, I want to say 2 days. I don't think it took me 3. So you can fly through it really fast. The episodes are about 60 minutes each. They go really quickly. It's really engaging. I'm really excited to see if they do a second season because they kind of left it open where they can. But I haven't heard anything about it being picked up for sure yet. So if you go check it out, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're up to, what you're watching. Being that we're getting into summertime, a lot of shows are going to be like ending and coming back and all of that. So I will be honest, I have a lot of shows that I'm way, way, way behind on. I have the whole second half of Walking Dead on a DVR, ready to watch, ready to go. I just noticed Fear the Walking Dead just started recording too. I haven't started any of those, so that just gives you an idea of how behind I am. But I've been gaming a lot, so see, hold on. Oh, man. I've been gaming a lot. So if you want to go check that out, I have tons of content that you can check out there. Lots and lots of games. And Kid Batman has been streaming lately. It's really fun to hear him because, I just kind of let him go all out and say whatever he wants to say for the most part. And he usually does. He has a very foul little mouth. Don't know where he gets it from. And he just gets to say whatever he wants to say. He just, he does him. So it's fun. And make sure, I guess, to subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe if they haven't already. Thank you to everyone who has. And I look forward to talking to you all soon. Let me know your thoughts and your feelings in the comments. And I think that's it. All right. Good night, guys.